Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you our homeschool weekly routine. Pretty straightforward, but I have a lot of questions on how many days a week we actually do school. Do we do it through the morning or through the afternoon, etc. So I'm here to answer all of the questions. I'm gonna just jump on in. So I have 3 kids. I'm currently homeschooling my 3 kids. We have a grade 3, a grade 1, and then an SK. So they each have different requirements and they school for different times, but we always wake up in the morning and have breakfast and then start right away. Now we don't school every day. So we actually have homeschool co-op that my kids do with their other homeschool friends, and that takes up a couple days out of the week. So I'm gonna go through starting with Monday and share exactly what we do, what time we start, and all of that good stuff. Homeschooling for me is a way that it gives our family freedom. So with that, I don't like schooling later in the day. I don't like schooling on weekends or anything like that. So we get everything done in the morning, in the early part of the week, so that we can actually go and do other fun things later on in the week or in the evenings and things like that. So starting with Monday, we wake up in the morning. Kids and I are usually up at around 7, brush our teeth and have breakfast by 8 o'clock, and then we start school right away. So I get the 3 kids started, and the 2 younger ones, I'll read the instructions for them, and then they'll do their school while I'm helping my older son. He's reading like smaller words, but he can't read bigger words yet. So instructions and things like that, I still have to read for him. But I'll explain what to do, and then he'll kind of get started on his own. And they'll all do their school with me kind of sitting there. I'm working on my laptop, but also helping them as needed if they need, again, instructions mainly on what to do. So we'll go through all of our books, and we're usually done within 3 hours. So I get the 3 of them done, everything that they need to for the day within 3 hours. They have probably 10 plus subjects at least each, and they do it really well. So Mondays we are at home, we get our school done, and then the rest of the afternoon is play outside time, and if we have time, we'll do crafts and other cool activities. I like to take them for bike rides, walks, more outdoor things that can kind of pull some energy out, especially that we still have nice weather. When Tuesday rolls around, Tuesdays are a little bit busier for us, but in a good way. So Tuesdays they actually have their co-op, which is, it goes from 12:30 to 4. So in the morning on Tuesday, we wake up earlier, we eat breakfast fast so we can start our homeschool earlier, and that way they can get their books done before they head to co-op. Co-op focuses more on music and religion and things that I'm not good at home, like art. They even do French at co-op as well. So we get our math, our science, our English done at home in the morning, then we drive them to co-op, we drop them off so I get some free time. While they're at co-op, I usually run to Costco and do my errands, and then we pick them up in the evening, and then we're back home. So Tuesdays, it's a little bit more hectic. They usually fall a little bit behind on their work on Tuesdays, but we make up for it the following day. So Wednesdays roll around, and that's back to our school. However, right in the morning on Wednesdays, they have another co-op with some homeschoolers. So Wednesday mornings, we are up at 7, we eat by 8, we're done around 8:30, and then we head out the door for 8:30. And we have to be at the co-op by 9. But co-op on Wednesdays only goes from 9 to about 11:30. And that is more of like field trips, excursions, those like we'll give them like a scavenger hunt goal or barefoot bushcraft type of thing. So we're doing more outdoorsy stuff because I think that's a huge part of school. We don't want to make them just have head in the books all the time. They do need, especially at the age that they're at, they need that the physical activity, but also hands-on experience with real life skills like how to start a fire and things like that. So Wednesdays are for their co-op, but it's more field trip type of things. When we come back on Wednesdays, we get some more work done. But by Wednesday, we're usually still pretty behind from Tuesday, and then also from Wednesday not finishing everything. So when Thursday comes and Friday, we make up for all of it. So Thursdays are actually my mom's house. I take the kids to my mom's every Thursday because Thursdays are my busiest day with work. So when I'm at home doing all my consults, I can't focus on homeschooling. So they go to my mom's, and she does 2 days worth of homeschooling with them. So double the math, double the English, double the phonics, double the spelling. And at this point, they are completely caught up and even a little bit ahead for the week. That's Thursdays. I pick them up at night on Thursdays. Fridays, we're home all day. So on Friday, same thing. We have breakfast in the morning, start school right away. And on Friday, we finish up whatever they were still behind on, and then also Friday's work. It still only takes us about 3.5 to 4 hours maximum to get everything done. And that's including breaks and snacks and things like that. So it's not bad at all. That's what our week looks like in the mornings and afternoons. It's pretty busy and hectic, and we actually don't have them in any sports right now because of all the physical activity they're getting currently with their homeschool co-op. We just don't have any extra time. Oop, oven's ready. We don't have any extra time to put them into other sports, but we did have them in karate and indoor soccer for a while, and then again pulled them out. It was just kind of chaotic, and now with COVID and everything, it was a lot. Parents couldn't go in with the kids. I tried to limit the amount of people in the building and stuff, and I didn't feel comfortable with my kids going alone. So long story short, they're not in sports right now, but I will be putting them back in. I'm hoping for dance and karate again in the near future, but as of right now, their physical activity is purely bike rides, hikes, scavenger hunts, and that kind of stuff with their friends. They have a lot of social. A huge question and concern that I see from parents is, well, what do you do for the social aspect? And what I can tell you, completely, transparent and no exaggeration, they have way more social than any regular, kid in school that I've ever seen, more social than me. They have about 30 to 40 homeschool friends that they see about 3 to 4 times a week for many hours at a time. So they are fully, immersed with social life. And in the evenings, typically maybe weekend evenings and things like that, we also have their friends over. We're going to their friends. We go to movies with the kids. We kind of organize like a homeschool movie outing, skating, everything like that. So on top of what they're getting every week, they're structured, scheduled meetup times with their friends. We still have extracurricular things that we do on top of that. We are rarely home. Even though we're homeschooled, we are out all the time, almost every day. At this point, it is overwhelming for me because I do run my business full time and I'm the only person running my business. So I do everything myself completely. It is definitely overwhelming, but I love it for them because I know that they're getting the social, they're getting the physical, they're getting the mental support. So it is really nice and it's working out well for us right now. This year is going really well. We're off to a great start. We've had a couple bumpy days when I was working too much and I couldn't get all the school done, but they're still caught up. They're doing great. And I do also have my kids, all of them are ahead a year. So my oldest son, he's 7, he'll be 8 this April, but he's actually already in grade 3, where he should be in grade 2. And then likewise, my younger son, Aaron, who is 6, or actually he's 5 turning 6 this January, he's already in grade 1 when he should be in SK. And then my youngest daughter, who is 4 turning 5 in February, so just a couple months away, she should be in JK, but she's in SK. So I bumped them all up a year because, to be honest, they can handle it. If they couldn't, I wouldn't have done that, but they are thriving. They're doing all the school, the mental abilities are there. And I feel comfortable having them ahead a year because, 1, why not if they're able to? But 2, I do know that as we go through homeschooling through the later years, if it gets a bit more challenging and they need to kind of take a step back or slow down, then we have a year for buffers. So my mom did that with us growing up, and we never actually needed the buffer year, but knowing that we had it was really nice, and it put a little less pressure on us. So I started them earlier. They're all ahead a year, but they're doing really well. So that's what our week is like. Now, as far as what I do for their mental health and their abilities to study, I wanted to bring it here and I completely forgot, but I use essential oils. My favorite, I will link it down below, is Genius. It's spelled Geneyeus from Young Living. It's a blend that helps to bring focus to the child during school or study period. So I actually will just take Genius and I'll put like maybe 3 or 4 drops just like along their scalp. And I personally do find that it helps, especially my older son who is so fidgety and antsy, it helps him kind of sit and just get his school done. So Genius essential oil is really important. I also diffuse essential oils throughout the house to help them focus and kind of relax them as well. But as far as other things go, we will always have a healthy breakfast. I will never give them a sugary breakfast to start. And the reason is because we do school right after breakfast. And if they have a sugary breakfast, they're too hyper to sit and focus on their school and they want to be doing everything but. So we usually do a big green smoothie full of like healthy fats like coconut oil and protein and vegetables and superfoods to bring focus to their mind, relax the body, nourish the brain, and give them a steadied energy release. Another option for breakfast are like overnight oats. My kids love that, and I'll throw chia seeds, flax seeds, protein powder, things like that in there. Sometimes we'll do, if I have extra time in the morning, I'll fry up some eggs from our baby chickens. They're not babies actually, they're full grown, but I call them babies. We get free eggs every day that are free range, pasture raised, as we raise them ourselves. So yeah, I will just cook up some eggs in the morning with a slice of like a gluten-free toast and some avocado. But typically smoothies are what we do because they're so fast, and I make big ones. And then lunchtime comes around, they're starving, that's when the bigger meal comes out. So I give them good nourishment in the morning. We'll have essential oils both topically and then through inhalation from diffusers. And then in terms of supplements, I will give my kids 2. Another thing I wish I brought for the video to show you, but don't worry, I will link it down below. I bring them an omega-3 that's high in DHA, which is used for brain development. It's so important in kids because a lot of times if they're not eating wild caught fish and things like that, they're deficient in it, and it does actually set them back in terms of their brain development. There's a lot of studies that show the importance of DHA in children's diet. So I give them a supplement. It's called DHA PediaBurst. It tastes amazing. It's like these little orange flavored bubbles that they put in their mouth that kind of pops, and then the DHA is inside of there, and it tastes great. So my kids love it, and I just keep it in the fridge. So every day before they start school, right after breakfast, they'll get the DHA PediaBurst from Genestra. And I also will do medicinal mushrooms. I throw things like lion's mane and cordyceps mushrooms in their smoothie, the powder form of it, and that also brings focus to the brain as well. So DHA PediaBurst, medicinal mushrooms, a healthy smoothie or some kind of like overnight oats or omelet for breakfast. And then they also get the essential oils. So all of this together helps us get through homeschooling. It gets, done pretty quickly in the morning. They just go, and they're done. And then the rest of the day is free. They can go do whatever they need, while I'm working. And I find that it works out well for us. So that's what we do. I hope that this video helped break it down. I will, if I have some time, try to do more of a vlog where I can actually show you exactly what it's like within a day of field trips or outings, excursions while I'm working, while we're homeschooling, as it is pretty hectic, but I can definitely try to film that if I have some spare time within the next couple months. But I wanted to film this just to give you guys a summary of what a week looks like for us. Again, it's very hectic. Nighttime is usually family time, so we will take the kids out somewhere and get some food or do something like that as a family. Mornings are more school stuff and that kind of fun stuff. But I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch it. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Marla's Healthy Life for day-to-day updates, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.